Today we're going to talk about a little bit of stimulus. We're going to talk a little bit about the fake out that Litecoin had this afternoon. It went through a crazy hyperbolic spike and then crashed down to nothing. And how there was a fake press release that had to do with Walmart. We're going to talk a little bit about some IRS spying. So if you're into that kind of thing, make sure you hang out with us, chill out with us. It's going to be a late night stream. And if you haven't done so, go ahead and subscribe to this channel. Love to build a community. These are fairly new channels that I'm starting to build, so it'd be great for you to check us out, hang with us, leave a comment down below, hit that like button, all those good things, because it helps get this message out to more people. If you haven't done so, you can check me out on TikTok as well, Money Smart, also on Instagram as well. Let's go ahead and talk about stimulus, right? So everybody's main question is, Mark, are we getting the fourth stimulus or not? I mean, that's like on everybody's mind. And if you're average middle class America, you probably need that stimulus one way or another, whether it's for a car payment or whether it's to pay your rent or your mortgage, or you just need, a little bit of cushion. Everybody's looking for that stimulus. Now, in this particular stream, we won't go into the possible repercussions down the road that we might suffer from having trillions of dollars spent and trillions of dollars injected into the economy. We won't talk about that right now. We'll save that for a different rant. But for tonight, the biggest question is there going to be a fourth stimulus? And unfortunately, we don't know for sure. There may be some money coming down the road for families in the form of tax credits, child tax credits, possibly student loan forgiveness, although that's up for debate as well right now. One measurably noticeably absent part of the package right now is unfortunately the fourth stimulus. Now, Sanders and other lawmakers, they've not spoken directly about why that there's no money being allocated to this huge reconciliation package, is what they call it. But there are some measures that are going to be included, like, for instance, getting money to the people in the form of a child tax credit. Now, if you have children now, you know that you are getting anywhere between $250 to $300 per child right now, depending if your child is under a certain age, and that's definitely helping out. If you have one child, it's helping out. If you have 5 children, it's definitely helping out. Now, we're not sure what the ongoing efforts are going to be. Manchin is there's some holdup basically in Congress right now. And there's some people that are putting their foot down and saying they don't want more stimulus. They don't want to sign a bill for $3.5 trillion or whatever it is. And, there's some people that are fighting for it. So there's we got that double-sided war going on. And it's not even necessarily between the Republicans or the Democrats. It's some Democrats don't want it, while some do, and some Republicans want it versus not wanting it, So some economists are worrying that the end of the eviction moratorium is going to cause a big issue in our economy. They're worried about the end of unemployment all of a sudden coming to a screeching halt, that's going to cause a little bit of an issue. More than 9 million people filed for unemployment benefits in the last week, and the program is pretty much all gone. It's dissolved. Now, there are some states that do have some money left over, that, like states like California, they're sending $600 per person out, or per family. I don't know which one it is, but there's just a lot going on in the economy right now. We're crossing our fingers. A lot of people are crossing their fingers for the fourth stimulus. So we'll see what happens there, and I'll make sure that I keep everybody up to date on what's going on in Congress when it comes to the fourth stimulus. I do a lot of stimulus videos on my Instagram Reels and my TikTok. Make sure you go follow me there. Unfortunately, I was banned from TikTok, and I wasn't allowed to post for a week and a half. So it's kind of ridiculous. So I'm going less to TikTok, more to Instagram Reels right now. So if you're able to check us out on Instagram Reels, for sure, definitely go ahead and do that. Now, let's talk real quick, guys, about this whole IRS spying issue, right? So there's this new proposal being passed by Joe Biden in his administration, which basically would allow the IRS to snoop into your bank accounts. Any transaction. Now, it used to be the IRS can look at a transaction of $10,000 or more. They'd get a red flag. They'd go investigate. They'd check out to see if there's any, malicious things going on. But right now, there's a proposal going forward that says anything over $600, the IRS would be fully allowed to go in and look at every transaction that your bank account makes. Now, when I say bank account, I'm talking Cash App, I'm talking Venmo, PayPal, Coinbase. I mean, any and every transaction that your name and your social security number is attached to, they're going to be able to go in and do some snooping around. Now, a lot of people are really pissed off about this. They're saying it's a complete invasion of privacy. They're saying that, there needs to be some type of Fourth Amendment, right, where the government cannot come and violate people's privacy. And so, it's just right now, it's literally a big mess. Now, the idea behind this was so people who were avoiding paying taxes, or maybe hiding their money that they were making, and there's some fraudulent things going on. They say the bigger picture is so that they can get taxes taken out of people who properly owe taxes. Now, obviously, pay your taxes, right? You want to just make sure you're in line with what you need to do and not avoiding paying taxes by any means. But there's some legal ways to get around taxes. That could be a whole nother video we talk about as well. But this really is going forward to it's to get more revenue in the government right now. They want to suck as much money out of people's pockets as they can. And so they know not everybody reports everything. It's like most of the time, if you have a small business, you're just lumping everything together, telling your accountant what's going on. Like the days of going receipt by receipt, line by line by line. I mean, not many small business owners that I know do that. When you're bigger corporation and there's more stricter rules and guidelines, that's definitely something that you need to go and be very, very with a fine-tooth comb, go through your books and stuff. But for the most part, if you're a small business, sole proprietor, the chances of you going line by line and looking at every single transaction for an entire year is very slim. You're most likely going to just estimate and give your accountant, your CPA, an estimated figure. And most of the times, tax accountants, CPAs, they're okay with that, at least in my experience. So this is a whole big thing, about invasion of privacy. So we will definitely keep you guys updated on that as well. Make sure you stick around and subscribe to the channel. Follow us on different social media outlets, because this is something I hear on both sides of the spectrum. Some people think it's going to pass. Some people think there's no way in hell that it's going to pass. So, it's kind of up in the air right now. But if you guys do have any questions, drop them down in the comments. We'll see if we can talk about them. We can answer those questions as well. But we do have, I'm going to share this screen right now because this is talking about Litecoin. So our next topic is going to be Litecoin, right? So Litecoin is the baby brother of Bitcoin, right? If Bitcoin is the gold standard, Litecoin is the silver standard, right? So there's always a Litecoin to every Bitcoin, right? It's kind of like peanut butter and jelly. So Litecoin is they do their transactions faster. There's also something called a Lightning Network that's being built into Litecoin, so that their transactions on the blockchain are a matter of seconds, rather than Bitcoin could potentially taking minutes, 10 to 15 minutes. Also, the transaction fees are a lot lower when it comes to Litecoin as well. So Litecoin today, which is, September 13th, 2021. If you're watching this video in the future, we're talking about September 13th. There was a fake press release. Now, I don't know if we have the press release here, but there was a fake press release that went out and said, Walmart is partnering with Litecoin. And of course, as you can imagine, everybody in the crypto community is hoping for mass adoption of cryptocurrency. Because the faster the mainstream adopts crypto as a form of payment or transaction, the more price and the more value will be put into crypto overall, right? So the prices will go up. A lot of people will make a lot of money. So there was a huge discrepancy. It was like a false press release that went out today. Walmart issued a statement. Says Walmart was a subject of a fake news release issued on Monday, September 13th, that was falsely stated that Walmart announced a partnership with Litecoin. Walmart had no knowledge of this press release issued by Global Newswire. Now, Global Newswire is a press release company which anybody could literally go. You pay a couple $100 and you get a press release pushed out. Now, these press releases go to major news distributors, right? So Wall Street Journal can have press releases. Forbes, Reuters, those all can take these press releases and they can run with them on their website. So Walmart denies the fact that they're in bed with Litecoin. Now, if you remember my channel a couple years ago, I used to do a lot of crypto on my channel. We used to talk about Litecoin. Was my favorite cryptocurrency, was the one bag that I held the most in. Full disclosure, I sold a lot of my crypto over the years. I don't have a lot of crypto, so there's no use in trying to hack my computer to try to get any crypto, because number one, I keep it offline anyway. So that's kind of the big news for today. Walmart completely denies the fact that happened, but Litecoin did rise $237. It was a huge 35% spike. Now, if we can see, I don't know if we can see the actual chart, but the chart went literally off the wall. It went parabolic. It went straight up and then went straight down when people found out that it was fake. So that's your crypto news for today. If you guys want more information about cryptocurrencies, NFTs, anything like that, make sure you let me know in the comments as well. And we'll do more of that. We'll cover more of that stuff. And last but not least, I think, what did we cover? We talked about the stimulus. We talked about Biden's tax IRS proposal, so IRS can look into your bank accounts. And then we talked about Walmart and Litecoin. I think that's it for tonight's late night rant, press release, news update, whatever you want to call it. We'll get this going on a regular basis. So if you did find any type of value in this, make sure you click down below, hit that like button, subscribe, and drop a comment. I want to get a conversation going. I'd love to build this community up and do even daily. I'd love to do daily streams. If that's something that the community wants to see, I'd love to do daily streams. So if not, we're probably going to do it maybe every couple days, once or twice a week. But I'd love to get to it every day if that's something you guys want to be a part of. So appreciate you guys hanging out with us tonight. Make sure you stay safe, stay blessed, stay healthy, and we'll see you guys in the next stream.